Imagine being invited to dinner and discovering that hundreds of flamingos had been killed just so you could eat their tongues. That wasn't a myth. It was one of the most outrageous displays of wealth in ancient Rome. By the 3rd century AD, Rome had become unimaginably rich. Its emperors weren't competing over who had the biggest army anymore. They competed over who could serve the most impossible meal. One delicacy became infamous: flamingo tongues. Not the bird, not the meat, just the tongue. A single flamingo has only one tiny tongue, so to fill one serving, servants had to slaughter entire flocks. Ancient Roman writers describe banquets where rare birds arrived from across the empire, only for their tongues to be cut out before the rest of the body was discarded. The emperor most associated with this extravagance was Elagabalus. Ancient sources describe him serving dishes made from flamingo tongues, along with peacock brains, parrot heads, and other bizarre luxuries. Whether every story about him is true is debated, but one thing isn't. Roman elites genuinely prized the rarest parts of exotic animals because rarity itself was the point. Anyone could feed a guest. Only an emperor could destroy hundreds of birds for a meal that disappeared in a few bites. The strangest part is that nobody at the table thought this was cruel. To them it was prestige. Power wasn't measured by what you owned, it was measured by what you could afford to waste. In ancient Rome, the smaller the portion, the greater the display of wealth, because sometimes history's most expensive meals were also its most pointless.